Hey guys, it's Scott's Game Mod here, and I am here with a tutorial based video for you guys today. This is to do with the beacon block. So in this video I am on the pre-release 12W36A, but this video is kind of based for when 1.4 is released, so you guys can know exactly how to make these and exactly what to do with them to make them work. So what we're going to do first of all is I'll show you how to craft one of these. This is the craft: 3 obsidian, 5 glass, and a nether star. Soon, if you guys don't know how to get any of these items, I will show you. Well, it's kind of mainly for the nether star because that's it's a lot harder to get than any of the others. So anyway, I'm going to show you the block sizes. Once you get the beacon block, you have to place the beacon on either a 3 like this, like a 5 by 5 and then a 3 by 3 on top, a 7 by 7, a 5 by 5 and a 3 by 3 on top, and then 9 by 9, 7 by 7, 5 by 5 and 3 by 3, and then it goes on top. So depending on how big these get depends on two things. One, the range, as you can see. This shows you how far the actual spell enchantment. So that's what the beacon block allows you. It gives you an enchantment for while you're inside the range. This one is a 35 block range, which is actually pretty far. So that's even 35 blocks diagonal. So it would even kind of be an effect like over here, which is really good. And then the one below it is 28, 21 blocks, and then these are 14. I want to make you guys know though, depending on the material block, doesn't change the range, not at the moment anyway. If this is changed, I'll say there'll be an annotation point now, so I'd like it if you guys could leave annotations on for this video, because you'll probably find them quite useful, as if there is anything I've missed. Well, I doubt there'll be anything I've missed, but I mean, if there's anything that's changed, I will say in the description. Okay, so the way you have to do it is you can't have, I'll show you just with a general 5 by 5. You can't have it like left as a gap. This whole inside has to be filled in. You can't think, oh, this will still work, because it won't. If you do it like this, it will just act like it's a 3 by 3 one, so it won't have the range or the better spells or anything like that. So make sure it's all filled in. So obviously it's going to be quite expensive to use, but you can always get the materials back, because you can just turn them back into the actual, like, diamonds, for example, or emeralds or gold. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab some diamonds and show you guys how these kind of actually work. So do also note though that you can have more than one of these next to each other and you'll get both of the enchantments. So as you can see with this, because it is the biggest possible one, you can have primary and secondary power. So this is awesome really. Inside this range you can either have speed, haste, resistance, jump boost, strength, or regeneration. But do note, any of the ones that are in the primary, because it's big enough, you'll also get a level 2 secondary enchantment. So for example, if I wanted speed, I can then have speed 2 because of the secondary power, because it's that big. But if you wanted regeneration, it'd just be regeneration 1. But okay, we're at this point, but you can have obviously speed and regeneration. That's what's great about it. That's what I'm going to enable on this. But what you have to do is, once you've got that set up, you either have to place in an iron ore, diamond, or ingot, sorry. Iron ingot, gold ingot, diamond, or emerald. So obviously most people will just place in iron because it's cheaper. But so then once you've enabled that, you should notice pretty soon the speed's taking effect, and these will instantly go back up to 8 seconds when you are in the range. But as soon as you go out of the range, you'll notice that it won't go past, it'll stop, it won't go past 5 seconds. So it'll keep going lower and lower and lower. But if you quickly will go in, as soon as you go back in, it will give you this boost back, which is great. So this is probably, if you could have one this big and have one as them effects, that's probably, in my opinion, one of the best. Or jump boost, pretty cool. Strength is also, actually, there's lots of kind of things that you might want with it, and you can always you can change as well. So if I don't want that anymore, I can change to that, and then when that one will go down and this one should stay up, and then there we go. So now they've swapped, which is awesome. It's really easy to use, that's why I like this so much. And then this one is exactly the same, but you don't have the secondary power. As you can see, it's the smaller one. So it will work in exactly the same way, but you can only have one enchantment sort of thing. You can't have two. And as you can see, I can't click on any of the secondary powers because the thing's not big enough. And then once again, it's exactly the same with these, just you don't have this strength anymore. And then if you go lower, you won't have the resistance and the jump boost. You only have speed and haste with the small ones. So if that's what you want, speed, then don't bother really with anything bigger, unless you want speed too, or you just want the bigger range. So anyway, that is pretty much all I can tell you guys about the actual block as such. That's all you guys are really going to need to know. So what I'm going to go on to now is the actual crafting of the block. So I've showed you guys the crafting already, and that is literally it, and you get the beacon. But lots of people won't know how to get some of these items, or even if you're a beginner, you won't have a clue how to get any of them. So that's why I've kind of set up this stuff to show you guys how to do it. So to get Obsidian, sorry if you guys know, I'm just doing it just because some people probably won't. If you know how to get all the items here, then you may as well just end the video here. But if you don't know how to get Nether Star, then at the end of this, after these, I'll show you guys the Nether Star as well, because that's going to be on the agenda to show. But anyway, to get Obsidian, you need to find lava and have preferably a bucket of water or a water source nearby that you can get to run over the top of this. So the only reason it has to run over, as you can see, I've still got the boost to keep yourself in range, which is great. Bucket, let's have a look. So here we go, there's a bucket of water. So you have to make sure it runs, so I have to place it on the side so it runs over. Because if you just place it in the middle, it will do that, and you don't want that to happen really. So what you have to do is place the bucket on the side, and then it will run, okay, I'll do it. So like that, and then it will run over and turn it all into obsidian. Let's just okay, so there we go. The one thing I want you guys to be aware though is when you mine obsidian, make sure you kind of stand at the side and then mine it, because a lot of the time there's more lava underneath, so you want your bucket of water with you to get rid of that and stuff like that. Otherwise you'll die a lot trying to get the 3 obsidian. So anyway, next of all, I'm going to show you. I was going to show you. I'll show you how to get glass. This is like extremely simple. All you need is a furnace and have some coal or charcoal in the furnace. Place the sand in the furnace, and you'll get glass from that. So there's the sand in the furnace. Furnace is easy to make. You can find how to make a furnace on the wiki. You could also find how to make this, if I'm honest. But yeah, anyway, so then Nether Star. This is going to be the hardest one for you guys to actually obtain, because what you're going to need is 4 soul sand and 3 wither skeleton skulls. So as you can see, this is how it's placed on the ground, not in a crafting table, but on the ground. So let me take the wither skeleton skulls, and then this is the second boss added to Minecraft, and you guys are going to have to be able to defeat him before you can get your beacon block. So these wither skeleton skulls are pretty hard to obtain. They're a rare drop from wither skeletons, which you can only find in the Nether now. Or you can only find in the Nether anyway. And then what you do is you place all the heads on top, and then it will spawn the wither. So this is a bug, which had just happened, and it automatically killed itself. So we're going to grab the other soul sand. So I don't know what went on there. This, obviously, because it's the pre-release, there is bound to be bugs like this, and it's really weird. I don't know, I'm not sure whether it's something to do with the night, because normally when I've spawned it's during the day, but still, that is how you do it, because it will work, I promise. When 1.4 is out, it should work now, but it doesn't seem to want to. But that is pretty much it, guys, for beacon blocks. If I've missed anything, I'll have a couple of annotations just to explain. If I don't think I've missed anything though. There are cool light sources. You can see the blocks the ray of light can be seen from 256 blocks away, I think it is, which is pretty cool as well. So you're always going to know where they are. I'm going to test now though. If you put a block over the top of it, whether you can still see the ray of light through blocks. No, you can't. I thought you could. But once you remove it... Well, if you block the light, it seemed to have actually, like... Let's see if it will stop. This is kind of a test for me as well, if I'm honest. just to see whether, as you can see, I've got haste. But if we place the blocks over and it stops it, do we lose haste? Yeah, we do. So what you have to make sure is kind of you don't block it from the light, otherwise you don't get the thing. So that's another thing to note, guys. I didn't actually know that until now. I just thought I'd try it. So make sure you do not block it over. It needs to be like kind of either just make a big hole through the like ground or something like that, so the ray of light can actually get out. Because if it doesn't, then you won't have the enchantment. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this or you found this useful in any way, please subscribe. That helps me out so much. You guys have been wicked with subscribing at the moment. I'm starting to get like a proper cool and awesome like fan base sort of thing, with just people actually watching my videos like a lot now, and it's wicked. Thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.